So, what's good, family? It's I Smoke Hip Hop Live, DJ Bless One, the best one. And today, we're talking real, like we usually always do over here. Not filtered, not watered down. The Cleveland Browns fan base have officially been exposed. Not the real ones who've been riding with the team through decades and decades upon losings and of losing seasons. I'm talking about the fake fans. You know which ones. The ones who just showed up to hate the Shedeur families. They hate Shedeur Sanders. They hate Deion Sanders. These folks don't follow the Browns because they love the game. They follow because they can't stand the idea of Shedeur Sanders succeeding in the NFL.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas best up on my.
So let's talk about the races, haters, and the undertones they throw out and project. It's deeper than football. It's bigger than football now. You've got people online and even in parts of the local media. Let's get them out right quick. You know the types, not just ESPN, but I use them as the conglomerate of every single of Fox Sports, CBS, NBC. They all do this madness, ladies and gentlemen, making up reasons to attack Shedeur Sanders at all costs. You've witnessed it with Rex Ryan. You've seen it with a lot of people. This is just straight up lies. They'll say he's arrogant, he's not humbled. They love saying black men and women are not humbled. That's their stitch and go to. They'll tell you he's not ready to play, but when you press them for facts, it's all projections and insecurities and straight up lies. Let's be honest, there's racial undertone to this. Some of these so-called fanatics and fans can't stand confident, successful black men and women who carry themselves with pride. They disguise the hate as quote-unquote football talk, but we see through it. When it's a player like the ones they don't hate, but they choose to like, when it's players like that, they'll make excuses for quote unquote Dillon Gabriel or the Jackson Darts of the world. But when it's Shedeur Sanders and he does the quote unquote same thing, suddenly, like Tom Brady said, it's a problem. That's hypocrisy at the highest level. Can we be even more further honest with this whole Dillon the Clown Munchkin Gabriel experiments and the NFL politics? Can we be honest about the NFL cartel politics? Could we? Because I know the media is going to protect the NFL shield. So now let's talk about today's game. Browns versus Patriots. Once again, the Dillon Gabriel experiment was a total failure. We've been saying it for weeks. This whole setup feels like a blueprint, a plan to keep Shedeur Sanders off the field at all costs. The protection plan, the sabotage, whatever you want to call it. That's protecting the narrative, not the team. You're not protecting the team at all. None of their moves have been advantageous. It's not seeking the greener pastures of things. Dillon Gabriel isn't producing. The offense looks lifeless. The defense looks overrated. And I'm going to be fair. The defense looks overrated because they get tired. They're fatigued. When you have a trash quarterback, you have to keep getting on the field quickly. There's no time to breaks. There's no time to get an extra fresh of breath air. There's none of that. So you get tired. Yes, lackadaisy. I mean, there's no excuse for them. This is the NFL, but we have to keep it real. This is why I have Sanders' name up front and I got Cleveland name to the back, because that's the way they belong. To the back of everything. They're the back of everything leading to stats. Listen, guys, Dillon Gabriel isn't producing anything. Let's just be honest. And yet the coaching staff keeps pretending everything is fine. It's not manipulation of the system. It's not what it is when it is, ladies and gentlemen. When Shedeur Sanders finally does get his shot, watch. The same people hating on him now will be the first ones to say, see, I told you so, even if the deck was stacked against him from the start. You can look at it. The biased media agenda tells you everything. Let's not forget about the Cleveland media. I've been exposing them for damn near half a year now. Let's just be honest. They act like they want to analyze Shedeur, but really they just want to use his name for clicks, monetizations, and relevance. I've always showed you guys that. How come you only speak about him more than anything going on in your city? I just exposed Jimmy Haslam and the scandal that broke out, how he's allegedly paying Ohio politicians to get what he wants. I mean, shilling out millions of dollars. They call them so-called lobbyists, but we know what's going on. So let's just talk about this so-called relevance of the media. Every story turns into a headline, not to praise talent, but to keep his name buzzing for engagements, like Aaron Goldham when he said, why does Shedeur has his hat backwards? Why is Shedeur arm crossed? This was literally a talking point on the Rizzo show for almost 3 hours about a man's hat being backwards. Then you show Tom Brady hat backwards, and that's the cool guy. No wonder the Giselle divorced Tom Brady. But the truth is, it's not to praise Shedeur Sanders' talent, but it's to keep his name buzzing for engagements. I've shown you guys this already. They can't admit it, but Shedeur Sanders moves numbers. He brings energy. He brings eyes, and that's exactly why the bias runs so deep. The same people who say we're just talking about football are the ones building names off of his career. Can we be honest about it? Closing while we're exposing the Cleveland Browns Dillon Gabriel experiment, I got more further things to go in deep about, and I critically analyze this. I don't just get on here and yap. What you think is a rant is actually the hidden truth and what needs to be said in the media today. And that's why I think I am one of the best. I don't care what the rest feels like, and I don't care who gets the most views. Any clown at the circus can always get the most views, the most engagement, because including me, myself, I love entertainment. So you're going to watch entertainment. But when I'm looking on this fiasco going on with Shedeur Sanders, the whole experiment with Dillon Gabriel, I'm not looking for entertainment. I'm not looking for clowns at the circus. I can do that on another day. I'm looking for the truth in guys like me, women like Discern Goddess, many other platforms who speak truth, and we don't care about your sponsorship, because at the end of the day, the real fans know the truth. The fake ones can keep hating, but Shedeur Sanders' story is just the beginning, my personal opinion, and no amount of lies, bias, or hate can stop destiny. Scriptures is scriptures and prophecies are prophecies. Now, guys, drop your thoughts below. Are you seeing the same double standards that I'm seeing, or am I just losing my mind? Let's talk about it. This is Ismokehiphop Live, and I'm DJ Bless One, the best one. And on Ismokehiphop Live is where we speak facts, not fear. Hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because listen to me, guys. The truth, well, the truth will always win.
Heart been broke so many times.